रघुवंश सुधा बुद्धि चंद्र श्री
Anthony, Prema, Lending Hands International and Desi 1170 AM proudly presents Padma Bhushan Gana Gandharvan Dr. KJ Yesudas live in Carnatic concert in Shabbo College on Saturday, July 20th at 6 p.m. Come and experience the magic of the legendary Carnatic musician rendering soulful music along with your favorite live compositions. For tickets and other info, please visit suleka.com.
चंद्र श्री राम।
अपना बाजार की ग्रैंड ओपनिंग के साथ अब आप पा सकते हैं अपनी मिट्टी से जुड़े हर महक, अपने हर इंडियन, पर्शियन और पाकिस्तानी ग्रोसरी आइटम्स। हलाल मीट के लिए सिर्फ एक ही है सही पता, अपना बाजार। अपना बाजार 899 E El Camino Real Sunnyvale, California 94087, वुल्फ और El Camino Real के इंटरसेक्शन पर। कॉल 1408-735-7171।
BlueMoonCoins.com will beat any competitor's price on 24-karat gold.
Whether it's gold maple leafs, gold bars, or another coin you're after,
BlueMoonCoins.com will make sure you get the lowest price every time you buy from BlueMoonCoins.com. With over 50 years experience in the precious metals business, BlueMoonCoins.com wants to offer you the best price, friendly service, and fast shipping. You can place your order by phone
888-553-2646
or through their secure website, BlueMoonCoins.com.
जिंदगी गुलजार है। Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
I'm so worried that Ryan's eyeglasses prescription keeps increasing.
Let's bring him to see Dr. Wen. I heard her newest Ortho K lenses can slow down the increase a lot, and in some cases stop it from getting worse.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julia Wen. Ortho K lenses can help your child see clearly throughout the day and can also slow down the eyeglass prescription from increasing.
Please call 1-888-888-8603 for a free consultation. Again, that's 1-888-888-8603.
From the creators of Veer Zara, Doom, Three Idiots, they now bring you The Bung and Agnipath. That's tasty Indian pizza in Sunnyvale. We now offer any large pizza for $14.99 or two for $25.99. Give us a call at 408-642-7673 or check us out online at tastyindianpizza.com.
मुझे दीनानाथ चौहान को मरना पड़ेगा।
For Bay Area customers, PNG Jewelers Sunnyvale brings in exclusive collections in Swarajya, Royal and Temple jewelry, best known for the unique designs and a rich heritage in purity since 1832. Make PNG Jewelers your one-stop destination for all kinds of gold and diamond jewelry.
Come fall in love with PNG's extravagant collection with best prices in Bay Area. Please call at 408-245-6764 or visit PNG Jewelers in Sunnyvale for any of your gold coin requirement.
Now's the time to get your gorgeous smile for summer. Panu Dental is offering summer specials on Invisalign from $2,900, dental implants from $1,400, and Zoom professional whitening for only $199. Visit Panu Dental near you in San Jose, Cupertino, Fremont, or Dublin. To find out how to get your gorgeous smile for summer, call Panu Dental at 1-800-360-9250 or visit panudental.com. Hurry! Offer ends soon. Call now.
Walia Law Offices handles all types of criminal and civil litigation cases, including immigration, personal injury, and debt settlement. Call 510-887-5910. Attorney Ginny Harjotwalia has been featured as an expert legal analyst on various local and national TV channels, including Fox News, MSNBC, Core TV, and Cron 4. Call 510-887-5910, 510-887-5910 to protect your rights, or visit www.walialawfirm.com.
With 50,000 watts of power, you're listening to KLOK, San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland, the most powerful Desi radio station in America, a Universal Media Access-owned radio station.
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust. Want to know the best European automobile service and repair center? Introducing Star Auto Services. Located at 1555 South 10th Street in San Jose. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give them a call at 408-280-7002 or visit their website, starautoservices.net. Star Auto Services. Quality service and repair for European automobiles.
जिंदगी गुलजार है. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
On good evening, Bay Area. Namaskar. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. The weather is beautiful. This is Alima Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170, and I have Tiffany running the board.
Hello.
I missed you, Tiffany.
I missed the show. I'm so happy to be here again.
I mean, last week Julio was there and we had a blast. I made sure he didn't fall asleep, not participating. I said, no, Julio, that's not how it works on my show. Okay, you have to, and then of course I was dying to tell him how sexy his voice is because he's got a compliment all the way from India. But I'll make sure I'll let him know next week for sure. I definitely want to see if he's going to blush.
He probably will. I know he will.
That would be so cool. I'm going to tease him to have actually. All right, Dost, I hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. Of course, like everyone knows, I'm sure, we've lost one of our greatest Indian cinema legendaries, Pran Saab, and I'm sure everyone's been paying homage to him and playing his songs as dedications and everything. Of course, I do have a few songs as an homage to him, but I mean, he's got an impressive career. I mean, 350 films. He's like, well, he mostly played like the villain, but he's got like plenty of character roles and stuff. So I was trying to compare him with the American actors or who would be like, but I think like Danny DeVito, Al Pacino. I mean, this guy's done fantastic roles. He's done really, really great roles and will definitely be missed. And wow, 93 years old. I mean,
wow,
but I've always liked him, and he's got tremendous talent, and sure we would be missing him. It's funny, right? When there is death when there is every time, and which comes to the fact. In fact, there was a death in my family. One of my grandmothers had passed away yesterday, and it kind of comes back to you realize that you're growing old, and there is a generation of people who are passing on.
Very true.
And lots of times I see myself at where my mom was at this age, and to me that is just fixated there. I never go beyond 40, 45 because I always think she's 40, 45 versus okay, she's not that. You are that age at the moment, but it's funny because I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she goes, it's hitting very close. Like we've seen those generations at certain ages where people are passing off, and it's an inevitable thing that's going to happen. But anyways, enough talk about that. I mean, hey, we should always have good memories about death and think happy thoughts. That's what all this is all about. Well, I was talking to my husband. We always have these conversations, right? And in fact, actually, a friend of mine sent me this, this astrological signs, your sun signs and everything. And there's a little, I'll try to see if I can post it on Facebook because it did come to me via Facebook. But anyways, he finally ended up reading it because I forwarded it to him. And of course, I mean, trust him to zero in on those things that are like fit you to the dot. Right? Well, I'm an Aquarius.
Okay. My boyfriend's an Aquarius.
Oh, is he? When is his birthday?
January 21st.
Oh, there you go. So, and of course, he goes, well, trustworthy. Of course, he highlights the good ones first so that I don't, attractive, great kisser, one of a kind, loves being in long-term relationship. And then, of course, he goes, messy and unorganized, procrastinators. Loves their pets usually more than their family, can be very irritating to others when they try to explain or tell a story. And I'm sitting and thinking, all right, okay, thank you. And then I go, okay, what is in yours? Because he's a Cancerian.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, he highlights all the good ones, right? Cancerian's love is one of a kind, very romantic, most caring person you'll ever meet in your life,
wow.
right? And for extremely random and ultimate freak, well, they make love with a passion beyond comparison, spontaneous. But that spontaneous is really good, right? And and I'm sitting and thinking, you've got like so many positives you highlighted.
Yeah.
How come? But this is such a neat thing to read. Once in a while, it's so much fun to read the sun signs and what it says and how much of it is applicable to you.
Exactly.
When is yours?
Virgo, August 30th.
Virgo. Let's see. Someone loves them right now. Dominant in relationships.
Yeah.
Caring, smart, loyal. Easy to talk to. I can vouch for that. Hey, we're having great rapport. I mean, we always enjoy the show we do. Easy to please, a pushover, needs to have the last say in everything.
Yes, yes.
They think they know everything.
Most of the time. I do, don't I?
Respectful to others. But of course, you lose their respect if they do, something untrustworthy. So and you would never, they do not forgive and never forget. The one and only. That's an interesting.
Very interesting.
But it was just fun. It's good to. I remember Linda Goodman's thick Linda Goodman's sun sign. That used to be like a Bible of sun signs. But wherever I went, everyone seems to have that book at home, isn't it?
Yes, they really
and it
do.
had like every relationship with every other sun sign. I mean, it was thick book, but it was fun to read it though. I know a very good friend of mine used to have that book, and I borrowed it from her long time ago. And I used to read it, and I go, you know what? It's too late now. and I keep thinking, okay, no matter how perfect another partner is supposed to be, I honestly think that it's up to you.
Definitely.
It's up to you and your partner to make that relationship work. So let's put it that way.
Exactly.
Well, hey, if you want to have fun, I'll try to post this on Facebook on Rangmunch with Alima page. But it's once in a while, it's just fun to go and see what your traits are as a sun sign and how compatible you guys are with your. It's fun. It's just to tease your partners. It's just to make fun and joke around, which I think is totally cute. All right, though. So here comes up our first dedication for Pransab. Well, I hope people don't get. There are only like limited songs that you have. So I'm hoping you guys don't get bored listening to the same songs if they've been repeated. Or agar, if you guys have a special song that you really want me to play, hey, give us a call. It's 408-912-5565 and stay tuned to Rangmunch with Alima.
समझने वालों समझ लो इसमें भी एक राज है राज की बात कह दो तो जान में फिल्में फिर क्या हो राज की बात कह दो तो जान में फिल्में फिर क्या हो
राज खुलने का तुम पहले हो राज खुलने का तुम पहले जरा अंजाम सोच लो इशारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो प्यारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो
राज की बात कह दूं तो जान में दिल में फिर क्या हो ज़बां पे बात जो आई कभी रुकती नहीं है कभी रुकती नहीं है उठ गई आँख जो एक बार वो झुकती नहीं है अरे झुकती नहीं है उम्मीदों का कभी ना सामने मैं खून होने दूं हकीकत को छुपाऊंगी तो वो छुपती नहीं है जो बरसों से छुपी दिल में उसे होठों पे आने दो जो बरसों से छुपी दिल में उसे होठों पे आने दो राज की बात कह दो तो जान महफिल 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 जान महफिल में फिर क्या हो
उठे आंखें जो महफिल में वो आंखें फोड़ के रख दूं वो आंखें फोड़ के रख दूं बड़े जो हाथ तो उस हाथ को मैं तोड़ के रख दूं मेरी जान तोड़ के रख दूं जो नावाकिफ हैं मुझसे आज उनसे जाके ये कह दो जुबां पे राज आया तो जुबां को मोड़ के रख दूं खुशी से कोई जीता है खुशी से उसको जीने दो खुशी से कोई जीता है खुशी से उसको जीने दो इशारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो
किसी को छीन करके भी नजर से दूर कर दूं अरे हाँ दूर कर दूं तुझे मैं आहे भरने के लिए मजबूर कर दूं हाँ मैं मजबूर कर दूं यहाँ बदनाम कर दूं वहाँ मशहूर कर दूं ज़बां खुल जाए कर मेरी तो चकनाचूर कर दूं जरा अफसाने का पहले पता लगने को दुनिया जरा अफसाने का पहले पता लगने दो दुनिया को राज की बात कह दो तो जान महफिल में जान महफिल में जान महफिल में फिर क्या हो
ये सूरज चांद और तारे चले मेरे इशारों पर चले मेरे इशारों पर हुकूमत है मेरी दरिया समंदर और किनारों पर समंदर और किनारों पर मैं अपने हाथों से इस दुनिया की तकदीर लिखता हूँ मगर फिर तरस आता है तेरे जैसे विचारों पर नहीं पैदा हुआ कोई जो रोके मेरी राहों को नहीं पैदा हुआ कोई जो रोके मेरी राहों को इशारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो
तुम्हारी जात क्या है
तेरी औकात क्या है
तुम्हारे क्या इरादे
ये पहले तू बता दे
हुस्न की मार बुरी है
इश्क की खार बुरी है
नजर का तीर जो छोड़ूं
तीर को ऐसे तोड़ूं
अगर घूंघट उठा दूं
तो मैं आंखें लड़ा दूं
कमर के देख झटके
इधर भी देख पलट के
तू मुझको ना पहचाने
मुझे तू भी न जाने
बदन मेरा है कुंदन
मेरा दिल भी है चंदन
मैं चंदन की खुशबू हूँ
मैं चंदन मैं चंदन मैं चंदन हूँ बहू हूँ इशारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो इशारों को अगर समझो राज को राज रहने दो
And Rangmunch is back on Desi 1170. I apologize for the little tiny glitches on the internet. Hey, what can we say? We seem to be puppets with this technology, right? I mean, they pull our strings and we have no say in it. Like how Facebook went and changed on us again.
Yes. We don't even
Seriously,
know where to look.
I mean, there's no message, nothing. Suddenly, I'm trying to look for what happened to all my little icons and stuff, right? They just seem to just go, yeah, well, anyways, I mean, I don't know about smart people and smart kids. I mean, I'm not like super smart or anything. I just think I'm like, you know, the regular smart people.
here.
But think about this. A 10-year-old prodigy to enter Harvard University this fall. I mean, 10-year-old into Harvard. I mean, apparently, his IQ is similar to Albert Einstein's.
Wow.
And his name is Luis Roberto Ramirez from Mexico City. And he's going to be starting applied quantum physics at Harvard University this fall.
Wow.
Can you believe?
That's
I
so
cannot
cool.
even imagine. I mean, and he says, this is out of one of the Yahoo articles. It says, my dream is to create a company and sell all my inventions.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And apparently he taught himself English at the age of 5.
Wow.
And is now learning to speak French and Chinese.
Oh my goodness. I don't even. What? Wow.
It makes us feel so small sometimes,
Yes.
doesn't it? I mean, it's so much incredible IQ and talent. He's identified as highly gifted just 2 years ago when his parents, began to notice. And then they notice that his priorities and what he's doing and his tastes seem to be like beyond what that normal age of that kids used to do. So apparently, and so they checked his IQ and everything, and it's between 152 and 160, which is around Einstein's level.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's so cool. We have a little Einstein now.
But just imagine 10 years old and in Harvard University.
Oh my goodness.
Quantum physics of all things. I am such a dud when it comes to chemistry and physics and
Me
science.
too.
Seriously.
Oh my
and
goodness.
math, not to mention
Yes.
that. Oh my God. That's just unbelievable. And then, of course, here's another one. 1-year-old US girl buys a car using her dad's smartphone.
Oh.
She's... it makes you wonder, right? How young these kids are playing with their phones and everything and all that stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't
So-
know they were that young.
Yeah, apparently she bought a car through online trading while playing on the mobile phone of her dad, and she kept the purchase. So I guess accidentally, the website came up and everything, and so she hit the purchase button.
That's a new game.
and apparently, and so I guess his dad's name is Paul Stout. So he got a notice from eBay congratulating him on his purchase of, and he's a proud owner of a 1962 Austin Healey Sprite.
Oh my goodness.
I thought it was hilarious, seriously.
What a surprise. That's her car. Oh wow.
Wow. He goes, fortunately she didn't buy the Porsche, which was $38,000.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a shock when
Yes.
it's unbelievable. That I thought that was so hilariously funny when people do that.
Man.
Well, it never happened to me.
Me either.
I think we live such a dull and boring lives. I think none of these things
Our
happen to
kids
you
are
or me,
buying cars.
Tiffany. We need to have more excitement in our life. I don't know. It's just always reading this. In fact, I was talking to someone about the movie Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a promo of it, the trailer of it, and it was SHIT. I mean, scary. Seriously. I mean, I do watch horror movies, but that gave me the ultimate creeps,
Yeah, I
right?
can't do
and
it.
my daughter sits next to me and she goes, "Ki, Mom, I want to watch that." I said,
No.
I said, "No way are you going to that movie." And I was reading about that, and in fact, you know how a lot of people believe in ghosts and the haunted and all that stuff and the spirits and everything, and I am open to it. I do believe when there is so much good in the world, there always has to be a balance of evil at some point. So it could be spirits or whatever it is. I mean, and I know there's been incidents of witchcraft and all these things, but this lady, in fact, I forgot to print the article, but I was just scanning it, and you have these people who go and study. I mean, they literally go live in those places and they do studies and everything and all that stuff. So apparently she was also kind of a consultant or whatever when that thing at that Amityville house, the horror at Amityville house in the 70s or something, and that it really had happened. So anyway, so she says that this is one thing that she never wants to remember because of all her career in like so many 50 plus years. She says this was a scary thing for her, and she truly thinks that there was definitely. Wow.
And that's coming from somebody who does that,
who's been researching, and you would think they would have plenty of experience talking about that, right? I mean, as I was reading that article, it gave me the goosebumps. I'm like, oh, man. And when I remember seeing the trailer, I'm like, really, people really did go. I mean, I know there is a lot of dramatics in it, but just the basic concept of that fear of those things that could happen, you know. I mean, and lots of times when I read books, and sometimes I end up staying until like 2-3 o'clock reading books and everything. Not that I read about paranormal or anything, but I sit and think, boy, what if I suddenly look up and there is someone standing in front of me, right?
I do that too.
And I seem to be doing that quite a lot now, and I'm sitting, oh my God, this is not so good.
Yeah, I do that here because I have to close, and then I'll be like, I'm the only one here. Am I the only one here? What if? I don't know.
And then you know how the houses and everything, you have little sounds at nighttime. The boards creak, you know, something falls without even you realizing. And I'm like, should I go check that out? I said, I'm just going to sit tight. Well, I know it's only 10 feet away, but that's okay. If there is something that will probably come over.
Let it stay there. I don't want to see it.
It's just so funny how the human mind thinks and reacts and come up with all these weird notions in your thing. But anyways, I thought that was great. But anyway, anyone who's seeing that movie, I would love to hear how it is. Definitely. I mean, who can stand that fear and everything and the horror? And I heard there's some scenes in it which is really, really, really scary.
Oh, goodness.
Really scary. So anyone would like to share that? Has it been released yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't checked it out, but hey. But I would love to hear from people if they have seen it. I mean, how scary it is.
It's
so
easier to hear from them than for us to go see
it. Oh, no. I'm not even.
We won't be seeing it.
I'm not even going to let the kids watch it on demand at home.
You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to get. I mean, having said that, I watched Under the Dome, Stephen King's Under the Dome. That's interesting. It's not like scary. Typically, Stephen King, some of them are like scary, but it's just so scientifically, the paranormal thing and everything. I like it. I mean, hey, you guys want to watch something for the summer? Under the Dome is a good recommendation. I thoroughly enjoy watching it. It's really cool. So you should check it out. I think it comes every Monday, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, Monday around 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that. But anyways, all right, dosto, any special request dedications? I do have a couple of requests on my Facebook page, but I will come to that as soon as I'm ready with it. But the number to call is 408-912-5565. Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima. Stay tuned and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
तेरी गलियों में न रखेंगे कदम आज के बाद तेरे मिलने को न आएंगे सनम आज के बाद तेरी गलियों में सपना था, तुझको अब मिल ही गया जो तेरा अपना था। तू मेरा मिलना समझ लेना एक सपना था, तुझको अब मिल ही गया जो तेरा अपना था। हमको दुनिया में समझना ना सनम, आज के बाद तेरी गलियों में न रखेंगे कदम, आज के बाद तेरी गलियों में। गिर के आएंगी, गिर के आएंगी घटाएं फिर से सावन की। तुम तो बाहों में रहोगी अपने साजन की। गिर के आएंगी घटाएं फिर से सावन की। तुम तो बाहों में रहोगी अपने साजन की। गले हम गम को लगाएंगे सनम, आज के बाद तेरी गलियों में न रखेंगे कदम, आज के बाद तेरे मिलने को न आएंगे सनम, आज के बाद तेरी गलियों में।
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust. Want to know the best European automobile service and repair center? Introducing Star Auto Services. Located at 1555 South 10th Street in San Jose. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give them a call at 408-280-7002 or visit their website, starautoservices.net. Star Auto Services. Quality service and repair for European automobiles.
And Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170 is back on air. The number to call is 408-912-5565. And now a roundup of on all the TV shows that I've been watching.
Yay!
And of course, Tiffany was like, Tiffany's waiting for her couple of favorite shows that she seems to enjoy when I talk about it. Well, anyway, so since you're waiting for it, I'll start off with the show that you're so interested in. And this is Chan Chan Dosto. I mean, hey, I always say that there are certain shows that you don't have to use your brain and just the slapstick comedy, cutting and all that stuff. But I don't want to put Chan Chan in that really below slapstick kind of a comedy, whatever, because in fact, it's really, really a fun show to watch. So far, I mean, finally they've been married and everything, and Chan Chan is trying to get along, learn the traditions and the culture of Uma Ben's family and everything. The little hits and misses, and of course, Uma Ben is still hell bent on breaking that marriage in about a month or so that she still hates her. And like I said, it's not like she's evil. She just does this little innuendos, little sarcastic remarks. Like last week, I mean, they cook and everything, and then they're sitting and eating, and unfortunately, the father-in-law, I think, gets like a strand of hair in the food, right? I mean, it's natural. I mean, it's known to happen. It happens, right? And of course, and they were like, oh my God, what is this and all that stuff, and they go back and forth on it. And then so the father-in-law comes and says, you know what, from now onwards, just because all the daughters-in-law have long hair and all that stuff, so there's room for accidents of that kind. So he comes, well, everyone is going to be putting their hair up under the chef's hats, you know what I'm saying, so that the hair doesn't fall, right? And of course everyone is like, it's all because of Chanchan. I mean, she did this and this, and now they're making exceptions to, first of all, they say you don't have to wear saris because you cannot work and everything. So you wear your Indian, churidar ka dress and everything, and then as you become comfortable, you can wear saris, because she actually has a fire accident in the kitchen because she's not used to wearing a sari. I mean, I'm sure that would be me too. I don't remember the last time I wore a sari, but anyway, so incidents like that. So when that happens, the father-in-law comes and says, you know what, she's not going to wear a sari. Let her wear her dresses, let her get comfortable and everything. Eventually she'll learn to wear a sari and do the work around the house and all that stuff. So of course, and then the other two daughters-in-law, they were like, oh my God, I mean, why the exception to her? Why is it we can't wear them? All these little tiny things, right? So unconsciously, there is those little disparities that are coming up between the daughters-in-law, right? And the mother-in-law sees that, and she goes and puts a little fire, little spark there, a little thing there, so it's hilarious the way she does that. She does it with the most poker face thing when she's talking to them, that she's so totally concerned about what is happening. Oh my God, you have to do this, otherwise this is what's going to happen. I love you guys, I don't, and then of course the back of the mind is that, yeah, right, you know what I'm saying, it's a little thing. So it always goes back and forth, and that's what I'm enjoying about this show. So far, it's nothing over the top thing. There is, it's just a battle of dialogues. It's just the arrangement of the situations and how she's taking advantage of the situations to kind of put her, demean her, not demean her, but kind of make her feel guilty about a certain things and all that stuff. So that's what is so interesting about it. And then of course, the newest entry into the house is her pet dog. And of course, they hate dogs. I mean, if you know India, it's like dogs are animals. I mean, over here, it's going to be a member of your family. I mean, but in India, animal is animal. Yes, there are sections where they treat dogs as their pet and they really take good care of them, let them in the house and all that stuff. But there are also a large section of people, they treat dogs. It's just another animal kind of a thing, right? So, of course, they hate dogs. And so they try to keep her in a kennel outside the house, or just in the backyard or whatever. And the mother-in-law tries everything she can do to get rid of the dog. And of course, the dog is sick. Right? And she's so used to being with Chanchan, right? So it keeps on whining and, it's sick and all that stuff. And ultimately, she manages to leave the dog outside the house, outside the gates. And it goes missing.
Oh goodness!
Right? And then the next morning, and in the meantime, the grandfather is coming from the village. And now this, when you talk about orthodox, traditional, these people are very orthodox. They, nothing changes. I mean, they have to follow the rules and everything. Saris, the prayers, everything is like so traditional and orthodox. It's like you cannot, and it's like his word is a command, kind of a thing, right? So everyone is super scared of him coming. Because everyone is, oh my God. And she doesn't understand why everyone is so scared of a grandfather, because to her, grandfathers are fun.
Yeah.
Grandparents are fun because that's how she is raised, right? She's and so of course, the next day morning the dog is missing and everyone is like, trying to search for the dog and everything, and of course the mother-in-law is like, oh my God, the dog is missing, oh my God, oh I hope nothing happened to it, I hope it did not go onto the street and got hit by a car, all these things. Like, she's showing concern, but at the same time, she's hoping that won't happen.
She doesn't mean it.
I know. So it was so funny the way she says all those things, right? And then, of course, so the grandfather comes into the house and he expects everything to be at a certain space, right?
Yeah.
So Chen Chen is so hell-bent on searching for her dog that she kind of goes and bumps into him at the entrance of the house. Now, he lost his wife, so in India you put the ashes in an urn and then you kind of put him. So he comes there with the ashes, so the whole family goes and does it, right? So when she bumps into him,
No. I had a feeling this was
I
gonna
know,
happen.
right? But she saves it though.
Okay.
It falls out of the hand, but she saves it.
Okay.
And she looks at her brother-in-law and he goes, it's grandfather, right? And so she takes it, she puts it into his hand and she goes, I'm so very sorry. And then she just goes, right? And the grandfather gets so upset. I'm like, of course, he doesn't know why she's doing it, right? Then they come and they greet each other and all that stuff and things. And then Chen Chen's husband comes and he goes, where is your wife, right? And she goes, oh, well, she's searching for a dog and all that stuff. And, and of course, the mother-in-law is like, oh, she's the pampered daughter-in-law of the house and all that stuff. And then, of course, we pampered her and she pampers the dog. It was so hilarious. And then the grandfather goes, I cannot believe that a dog is more important than me, It was just so hilarious. And of course, even her husband is like, now it looks like I have to compete with your dog to get your attention.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so it's just the way it is played out.
Definitely.
It's just the way it's executed. It's just the way those dialogues, it's like both of them are so good with the dialogue deliveries, and they're, they just cut to the chase, and it's all double-edged meanings in them, right? So it's so hilarious. So as a third person, you know exactly what is happening, and it's so much more fun watching it that way, right? So the promo for next week, apparently, I hear the grandfather saying that the dog and you have to go stay outside the house. So next Saturday will be interesting when I come and say what had happened in that show, But see, the thing that I like about it is, even though the mother-in-law doesn't like her daughter-in-law, it's not like she's trying to harm her physically. It's not like she's trying to hurt her physically. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's so funny, because she is a really good person at heart. For her, it's much more that her ego was hurt and she kind of just wants to get the upper hand over things, and she just wants to have it her own way. So that's why I think, even though she's doing the little sneaky things, I enjoy it because it's more like a learning thing.
Definitely.
It's like, But anyways, so that is Chen Chen for you. I mean, if anyone's really interested in watching the show, you should just give it a shot. I mean, it's really, really funny and hilarious, and it comes on Sony Channel. So, well, I'll find the links for you if you ever want to, So, anyways, and then we have a special request or a special dedication for Pran Sahab from Desi Zen. Desi Zen, I hope I pulled up the right song. Or you can just message me saying, Alima, yes, this is the song. Or you can message me saying, no, this is not the song, and I'll still go look for it. But then again, special dedication to Pran Sahab from Desi Zen.
कमाल है 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 हम फकीरों को पता भई हम फकीरों को पता भई सबके दिल का हाल है सबके दिल का हाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है जाल है।
कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है
कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है। गुलसितानों के फूल गिन के देख लो, सारे गुलसितानों के फूल गिन के देख लो, जितने फूल उतने तारे, ये मेरा ख्याल है, ये मेरा ख्याल है।
कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है
कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है। कन्या तू भी कुछ सवाल कर, साफ दिल का हाल कर, मैं बताता हूँ बाबा। इसके होठों पे रुकी है कई प्यार की कहानियाँ, इसके होठों पे रुकी है कई प्यार की कहानियाँ, आ रही है फिर से इसके प्यार पर जवानियाँ। जवानियाँ 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 जवानियाँ।
अरे ना समझ है तू बड़ी, ना समझ है तू बड़ी, अकल से तू काम ले, वो जो तेरे दिल में है उसका हाथ थाम ले, उसका हाथ थाम ले।
अरे तूने अपने आप ही तो बुना ये जाल है, जाल है कमाल है,
जाल है कमाल है,
कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है कमाल है।
हम फकीरों को पता भाई सबके दिल का हाल है, सबके दिल का हाल है।
अरे हम फकीरों को पता भाई सबके दिल का हाल है, सबके दिल का हाल है। कमाल है 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 कमाल है।
And a huge shout out to Desi Zen. Thank you for that dedication for Pran Sahab Desi Zen, and I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. And moving on to my next show, Saraswati Chandra. People are watching this. It's a lot of pain, lot of heartache, more heartache, and more heartache.
Goodness.
Well, the people, well, they fall in love, but they don't get married. They have issues, and then the girl ends up marrying. So Kumud ends up marrying another. She ends up marrying Pramad, is his name. He's from a political family. So obviously, you know, a lot of pain. I mean, it's just imagine where you've had all these dreams of building a life together. You have all these hope of staying together, living together, you know. You've woven all these dreams, and it's like, you know, we're together forever, all that stuff, you know. You make your promises and everything, and whoosh, one thing happens and everything just gets shattered, and that's what had happened in Saraswati Chandra. But then again, I like the fact that they are actually following the story per the book. I would have hated it any other way. If they've changed the story or anything, I would have hated it. I would have hated it. So I'm glad they stuck to the story in the book. So the book, according to the book, they will not get married. So she ends up marrying a guy from the political family. And of course, first night, her wedding night, and she comes to know that this marriage was not that what the guy wanted. It was more like the parents wanted him to get married. It looks like he is an alcoholic, a playboy kind of a thing. So on the wedding night, he literally takes her out of the house and tells her, okay, this is what it's going to be like. Okay, I don't need a wife. Don't expect me to be a husband to you. I did not marry you. You're not my wife. You are the daughter-in-law of this house, but not my wife. You know what I'm saying? So do not expect anything out of it. So this is how it's going to be, you know. They actually made the decision because I never wanted to get married. You know, so this is how it's going to be. And imagine, it's a poor girl. I mean, as it is, she's lost her love. She married a guy that she absolutely has no idea about. Right? She goes to their house. She goes to her, you know, her in-laws' house, and this is what the reality is for her, right? I mean, and there's such a huge political family. So of course, there's a long story coming up after that. In the meantime, of course, the Saraswati Chandra gets hurt. I mean, you know, they make sure that he doesn't go and stop the wedding, and so he gets hurt in the process. And the funny thing is, this Pramad's sister ends up saving Saras. So he's on the roadside, all hurt and bent and unconscious. So she finds him when they're going back from the wedding, and she takes him with her. And of course, he's put up in a little guest house kind of a thing, and the doctor comes and checks and everything. So that is interesting, where both of them end up in the same place, but will they see each other, or what's going to happen is that's what's going to happen. I mean, but you know, I just feel so, I mean, I know the story, yet I felt so bad for her, you know, when it is so clearly shown. I mean, as a girl, you always would dream of, you know, being with the guy that you love, and unfortunately that doesn't happen. And then especially in India, I think, you know, it's always ingrained in our brains that, you know, the girl's places, you know, once she comes of age and marries, I mean, hey, she belongs to someone else. I mean, you kind of, you know, yes, your parents' house is not your house anymore, you know, and I hope it changes, but that's what the tradition is, that's what the culture says and everything. So, and of course, the girls also, they usually don't want to burden their parents with their problems and issues, right? You tend to see if you could take care of it or whatever. Now, I just hope she doesn't have this feeling that I'm going to change him, because that's not going to happen. In fact, that's going to be a wrong thing to even think about it, thinking let me see if I can change him or not. We'll see. Well, I don't want to give the story away, so but otherwise you will not happen. But still, it's now starts another different story. I mean, what is going to happen now? Because from the news clips, from the articles that I've been reading, so the sister, I think she starts liking Saras. You know, so we have to see how that goes. And I think from the looks of it, she is going to be she's following her father's footsteps of being a politician, because she's that person who's like, you know, she wants to be a politician. So that's going to be an interesting aspect to see how that goes out. So anyway, so Saraswati Chandra is going through a lot of turmoil and a lot of heartache, though, you know, kya kare, you know, that is what life is. It gives you all the time. it gives you hell, what can I say? I mean, you know, that's how it is. So stay tuned, dosto. This is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170. You guys have any special requests, dedications, the number to call is 408-912-5565, and we'll be back again.
खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी न वो समझ सके न हम रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से ये रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से ये ख्वाब देखती हूँ मैं कि जब पड़ी हूँ ख्वाब से अजीब दास्तां है खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी न वो समझ सके न हम के तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए मुबारक है तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए किसी के इतने पास हो कि सबसे दूर हो गए अजीब दास्तां है शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी न वो समझ सके न हम किसी का प्यार लेके तुम नया जहां बसाओगे किसी का प्यार लेके तुम नया जहां बसाओगे ये शाम जब भी आएगी तुम हमको याद आओगे अजीब दास्तां है शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust.
Thank you for listening to Desi 1170 AM, the largest and most powerful South Asian station in America. You're listening to Desi 1170 AM, radio that listens to you. For more information on how to get your own show on Desi 1170 AM, give us a call at 408-440-0851 or send us an email to desi1170am@aol.com.
Desi 1170 AM invites you to an instant karma presentation, Shri Devi, the last empress, up close and personal. Saturday, July 20th, 9 p.m. at Club Illusions in Palo Alto. To get your tickets, visit desi1170am.com today. This event is a night dedicated to Shri Devi through the eras. Reserve a VVIP table or sponsorship table for extra benefits. Call 408-368-6865. For more details, that's again 408-368
Tune in to Mortgage Matters, practical advice from America's premier mortgage expert, Shashank Shaker, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and every Monday at 7:45 a.m. on the Desi Super Drive. Shashank Shaker, CEO of Arcus Lending and Amazon.com's best-selling author, now featured on Desi 1170 a.m. He has been named top 40 under 40 most influential mortgage professionals in the country 2 years in a row.
Join me, Shashank Shaker, on Mortgage Matters, where I talk about loan programs, rate update, real estate market, and tips on home buying and refinancing. Call in with your questions and concerns. Need to contact us? Email info@arcuslending.com. That's info@arcuslending.com. Or call us at 408-615-0655. That's 408-615-0655.
Don't miss Shashank Shaker every Tuesday at 5 p.m. or every Monday at 7:45 a.m. on the Desi Super Drive.
Because mortgage matters.
Have you thought of marketing and promoting your business on the radio? No, we're not talking about a 30 or 60-second commercial. We're talking about an hour, a day, even a year-long program on the radio just to promote your business. It's easier than you think, and it can provide you the sort of constant exposure that's very healthy for your bottom line. Universal Media Access can make it happen. We'll help you with the logistics. Most importantly, we'll provide you with the station and the opportunity to address the whole world through our websites and mobile apps. Call Universal Media Access today for more information. 408-440-0851. That's 408-440-0851. Or send us an email to contact@klok1170am.com. Universal Media Access, a different kind of business to business. You're listening to KLOK, San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland, the largest and most powerful Desi radio station in America, a Universal Media Access radio station.
Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170. Want to know the best European automobile service and repair center? Introducing Star Auto Services. Located at 1555 South 10th Street in San Jose. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give them a call at 408-280-7002 or visit their website, starautoservices.net. Star Auto Services. Quality service and repair for European automobiles.
And we are into our second hour of Rangmunch with Alima. This is on Desi 1170. So the number to call is 408-912-5565. We seem to be having another request, but this is last week. Let me give you a little history about this request. Last week, well, Tiffany, you were not here, but last week we had a dedication for one of my TV actress friends in India. It was her birthday, I think, on July 3rd, I think it was her birthday. But anyway, we have a dedicated superlative fan for her in the Bay Area, and her name is Charmisha. In fact, she called into the show because she wanted to dedicate a song for her.
Oh, nice.
And we chatted for a couple of minutes, and why she, and she was also telling me the reason that she learned swimming was because the TV actress, her name is Kratika Senger. She loves swimming.
Oh, wow.
And Charmi says that the reason that she learned swimming was because Kratika was such an ardent fan of swimming.
That's crazy.
And she was motivated to learn swimming. And I thought that was so sweet, so sweet. So this is a big shout out for Charmisha. Happy belated birthday. I know you just had a birthday on Friday. And I hope you had a fantastic, fantastic birthday. And I also wanted to share on the radio that Kratika did respond back to her dedication and her radio link when I had sent her. And she WhatsApped the message and she says, "Oh my God, it is such a fantastic thing to have a fan like that all the way in the Bay Area. Thank you so much." And I just kind of exactly typed what she messaged me on WhatsApp, and I said, "All right, Charmi, here is your birthday gift." And she goes, "Oh, that is Well, because honestly, even I wasn't expecting such a spontaneous or such a fast turnaround response because, they're so busy sometimes. And so it was very sweet of Kritika. Kritika, thank you so much for responding back so soon, so fast. You have made Charmi's day. Her birthday was a fantastic day. It was a great gift for her. And so she just messaged me saying that, Alima, thank you so much for doing it. And she wants me to play a song as a dedication and in honor of me. How sweet, me too. And also for Kritika. Charmi, I do have the song pulled up, and thank you, sweetheart, so much for listening to the show and also, talking to Kritika about it. And I'm sure she's totally going to love it. And like I promised, if she ever calls on the show, you would be the first one to know that she's calling onto the show. It looks like we may have a caller. Hello, this is Rangmunch with Alima. Who is this?
Hello?
Hello?
Are we live on air?
Yes, you're live on air. May I know who's calling?
Hi, I'm Lakshmi Murthy, the biggest fan of Sridevi you can ever think of.
Biggest fan of Sridevi. I like Sridevi too. Are you going to the concert next week?
Nobody can beat me. I know Telugu, Tamil songs and Hindi long before she hit Bombay with Nagina on Mr. India.
Wow.
And,
are you in the...
I'm going to be meeting with her next Saturday. Today is Saturday. I'm so happy that you are dedicating this show for Sridevi.
You're dedicating a song for Sridevi?
Yeah, I mean, your show is full of Sridevi, and I want to get one song from Tofa, wo Kalse Wala, Kalse Jitendra ka. That song, I would like you to play.
What song is it? I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up a little bit. What song is that, Lakshmi?
Tofa song.
Oh, Tofa ka song. Acha, theek hai. I think I know which song you're talking about. Oh my God, that's you kind of brought back a lot of memories. All those Jitendra, Jayprada, and Sridevi movies and songs and everything.
Sridevi to wo heroine hai, aur wo Telugu version mein bhi wahi thi.
Yes.
Aur Telugu version mein same song.
That's true.
Aur Telugu mein itne अच्छा वो poetic lyrics हैं. हिंदी में दे तुम आंख मारो दो आंख मारो ऐसा नहीं. तेलुगु में था एक दाई आंख फड़ गए तो अच्छा हुआ, बाई आंख फड़ गए तो और अच्छा हुआ, दोनों आंख फड़ गए तो कितना अच्छा होगा. इतना सुंदर उसका मीनिंग था. और यहाँ हिंदी में जब बप्पी लहिरी ने किया, एक आंख मारो दूसरी आंख मारो रास्ता रुक जाए वगैरह वगैरह. So it became a little not so poetic. But I'm a biggest fan of Sridevi, and I have followed her. I have visited with her in her Chennai home. And next Saturday when I will meet her, I'm going to present to her parents' photographs that I have taken of them in their home in 1986.
Oh, you met her parents?
I met Sridevi 5 times, and I've gone to her house 3 days in a row.
Wow.
And I have chatted with her father and with her mother. And her mother told me that Sridevi loves diamonds. And her father told me that, even though they dress up Sridevi and Sridhata the same way, he used to give a lot of parties for Sridevi's birthday, but then it became too much. And Sridevi is really a gem.
Wow.
She's so mild and she's so gentle. And when I talked to her, I asked her, Sridevi, do you have any idea how many people love you? I mean, the whole world. That is in 1986, man. She just smiles. She's so quiet.
Yes.
She doesn't have any idea what the hell is going on in the world. But with English, and with the 2 children and Bonnie Kapoor and being in Bombay, I really hope that she has grown up and is aware of what's going on in the world now.
I'm sure she knows how huge and infinite fan base that she has. I'm sure she is, and I think
and I'm very disappointed that at IFA she performed with Prabhudeva, and I'm upset with the Filmfare and with IFA that they did not give her the Best Actress Award. Vidya Balan got it. And I love Vidya Balan when Sridevi was not around with Parinita. But when Sridevi has come back, I do not like Vidya Balan getting it. She should be up on stage and saying, this really belongs to Sridevi and give it to her.
I watched her show. I watched a movie, English Vinglish ka movie, and I really liked it.
I predicted that English will do a worldwide business, and in the whole world, there are people who cannot speak English. They are very brilliant, but they've been discriminated and not promoted. They feel like crap because they cannot lecture in English, and they take English as second language lessons. So this English will be a worldwide dubbed film. It became a big hit in Hong Kong. It became a bigger hit in China. It has been dubbed in Germany, in German. And I know German. I know all these languages.
Wow.
So, I predicted, especially Spanish, in Spanish-speaking countries. And so Sridevi is bigger than life that she knows of, but Bonnie won't. One thing I don't like is Bonnie getting up on stage. Sridevi earned her keep by being the best actress. She gets up on stage to give the best actress award, and I don't like this big fat Bonnie getting over there and hugging at the
well, you
show.
know,
I would like Sridevi alone, but next Saturday Sridevi is coming to Palo Alto. I truly believe Sheila wanted only one-on-one meeting with people. She doesn't want a lot of hangama, but I believe I'm predicting already. On a table, Bonnie will sit. Next to him is Sridevi. Next to her will be her two daughters.
Yeah.
So all these people, including me, who paid all this money, we probably have to be across the table saying hi to her. I really hope there's a better opportunity for a photograph.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there would
when
be.
Sridevi looks at me with my big dot. I'm like an auntie. Her mother, if she was alive, she would recognize me. Her mousie, she really knows me. So I have taken pictures of her niece, Maheshwari, who was a little kid then, with my own daughter, who was a little kid then. I have met Sridevi's father. I have met Sridevi's grandmother.
Cool.
And
That
I'm
is
going
that
to
is
put a
that is
photo
really
book of
great.
the-
Lakshmi ji, आप when you go to the concert next week, आप जरूर call कीजिएगा and let us know how the experience is. I mean, after this many years, you're meeting her again. You're going to that. Yeah, I definitely would love to talk to you.
The organizers work very hard, but in the last minute, people come like crazy
Yes.
and they ruin everything.
Yeah, we'll
I know.
hopefully
my heart goes out to organizers.
Right. Hopefully everything will go well. And आपका तो I have this song that you प्यार का तोहफा तेरा वही का song है.
नहीं, प्यार का, अरे आप भी बुद्धू हैं. प्यार का तोहफा तो जय ब्रदर के ऊपर पिक्चर किया गया है.
अच्छा तो आपका song क्या है?
वो गोरी तेरे अंग अंग में कल से है कल से वो जितेंद्र और श्रीदेवी का.
This is from तोहफा movie.
हाँ जी हाँ, पहले वही आता है. तो फिल्म फेयर ने भी गुफत किया था. प्यार का तोहफा तेरा, वो साड़ी का गाना है. श्रीदेवी, जयप्रदा और जितेंद्र के साथ. जयप्रदा, God bless her, she is not in my book. Sridevi is in my book.
Okay. You're entirely you like Sridevi.
Yeah.
Yeah. ठीक है.
100%. I used to like Vajanti Mala, and I want to tell you, educate people, Bombay people, Hindi people, they only know Sridevi in the North Indian costumes, and in the Middle East, Dubai people, they only know later Sridevi. But Sridevi, when she came to Bombay, was with Himatwala, definitely. But she is number one in South India, and it is so funny. She used to teach Jitendra steps because she's so experienced actress. So आप YouTube में देखिए, श्रीदेवी सॉन्ग पे हिट कीजिए YouTube में.
मुझे
सबसे पहला सॉन्ग वही आएगा.
एक्चुअली मुझे मिल गई तो मैं प्ले करूंगी वो सॉन्ग आप श्रीदेवी की डेडिकेशन के लिए आपकी तरफ से.
अभी मैं सुन रही हूँ, प्लीज पे कीजिएगा.
ठीक है.
तो
ये लीजिए. दिस इज फॉर लक्ष्मी, डेडिकेशन फॉर श्रीदेवी.
आई एम लक्ष्मी मूर्ति, Lakshmi auntie, famous for Sridevi. On my Facebook, on the wall, my profile picture is Sridevi right now.
अच्छा ठीक है. तो ये लीजिए. दिस इज फॉर यू.
रंग के सजे हुए हैं कल से, कल से गोरी तेरे अंग अंग में रूप रंग के सजे हुए हैं कल से, कल से दिन तारा दिन तारा दिन तारा तेरा नजारा बड़ा प्यारा, दिन तारा दिन तारा दिन तारा मेरे नजारे ने मारा, दिन तारा दिन तारा दिन तारा तेरा नजारा बड़ा प्यारा।
with Alima is back on Desi 1170. That song was a dedication for Sri Devi from Lakshmi Murthy ji from the Bay Area. Lakshmi ji, I hope here's a shout out for you ki aap zarur call kijega next time and share your experience, how it was like meeting with Sri Devi on at the concert and what it was. And in fact, I just of course got the other famous song for Sri Devi from Himmat Wala. तो मैंने सोचा कि वो भी play करूँ in a little while as a dedication for you for calling us up on the show, and I hope you continue to listen to us and share your feelings and thoughts about everything. But that is so really nice. I mean, and in fact, I was telling Tiffany ki in the 80s, how those songs were picturized. There was so much grandeur. There was so much huge sets erected for it. And I'm sure they spent thousands and thousands of dollars doing it. And they actually have even a lot of the props and everything. There was just so magnanimous on all those things. But it was fun watching them. It was fun, and I totally enjoyed those those 80s and the songs, the music and everything. And it looks like we may have a caller. Hello, this is Rangmunch with Alima. Who's this?
Hi, this is Lakshmi Murthy again.
Hare Lakshmi. Boliye.
Thank you so much for playing that song. I know Sridevi became famous in Bombay with Himmat Wala, Nano Me Sapna. But this Kalse song is very sexy.
It is
people cannot get over it.
I know. Actually, आपको बता दूँ कि it's been such a long time कि मैंने ये song देखी. तो as I was playing it, I was watching the song, and मैं Tiffany से बोल रही थी कि oh my God, I mean, look at those picturizations in those 80s and everything. इतना बड़ा props है, वो settings and everything. It was so grandeur.
मैं बताती हूँ आपको कि मैं श्रीदेवी की डिक्शनरी हूँ. श्रीदेवी से ज्यादा मैं जानती हूँ तो उसके करियर में क्या हुआ है. She has been dancing like this in Telugu cinemas and Hindi cinemas, and then she came to Bombay and she was very experienced. उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. डांस मतलब डांस करो. जितेंद्र, she would be very patient going through the steps with Jitu ji. And basically most people know her after Nagina and Mr. India.
Right, that's true.
And then the Middle East people. So एक गाना ये हिम्मत वाला का जरूर बजाइए, मगर थोड़ा calm down और romantic होने के लिए एक गाना बजाइए जो है चांदनी का. वो चांदनी में स्विट्जरलैंड में फिल्माया गया यश चोपड़ा की
वो सॉन्ग तेरे मेरे राइट, वो वाला सॉन्ग.
वो इतना बच्चों को भी इतना रोमांस, इतना काम डाउन हो जाता है.
वैसे भी वो सॉन्ग तो मेरा भी फेवरेट सॉन्ग है.
हाँ, तो मगर आप तो छोटे हैं उम्र में. मैं 76 ईयर्स की हूँ और मैं श्रीदेवी को कब से जानती हूँ. टेक्निकली मैं हिंदी तेलुगु पर्सन लिविंग इन दिल्ली, सो मैं हिंदी वाली. तो जब वो बॉम्बे में आई तब जाके मैंने उसका बाकी सब तेलुगु सिनेमा देखे. तो इट वाज लाइक बॉम्बिंग, yarn bombing or filmy bombing of Hindi cinema for me, Telugu cinema for me. Just like Raj Kapoor and Sridevi Jodi, Sridevi has done so many movies in Telugu. They are super duper hits. And they've been remade into Hindi with Hema Malini, Dharmendra, Hema Malini, Rajesh Khanna, or Jitendra and Rekha, blah, blah, blah. But the original heroine who was really super was Sridevi. And Rati Agnihotri came with Ek Duje Ke Liye और कुछ और काफी श्रीदेवी के फिल्म जो गोल चेहरा के लिए रति को लिया जाता था, पूनम ढिलन को लिया जाता था, मगर देवर ऑल फ्लॉप. जब श्रीदेवी खुद आई, बेबी नाज ने उसका जो वो आवाज है उसको डबिंग किया. श्रीदेवी's personality was too dynamic and her voice was not that great. Then she learned English and she really made it into Hindi.
She really had a makeover cutting.
उसमें श्रीदेवी ने अमिताभ बच्चन के साथ, that was her second movie. First one was Inqilab with Amitabh Bachchan.
Right, वो मुझे याद है.
She was too young for Amitabh. And the second was Aakhri Rasta. That was very good. But since her voice was being dubbed, and we Bombay people who were so crazy about Amitabh and Rekha's voice was dubbed in that movie, and that did not jive. Because we love Rekha, we know Rekha's voice, and it was dubbed for Sridevi's face, and that was not a good one. Sridevi got angry. So later on, after Inqilab and Aakhri Rasta, she dubbed her own movies, Mr. India and Nagina. नगीना तो इतना
नगीना तो मैंने भी वॉच की थी.
तो चकाचौंध हो जाते हैं.
Right.
डांस का गाना. और every single song. She is a super duper actress in all the 3 languages, and nobody can have the record.
Right,
Hema,
that's true.
Vajinti Mala, Rekha, they did not dare go back into South films because then they won't have a footing in Bombay. Whereas Sridevi conquered everything, and then she conquered Bombay. Even now, English is dubbed in Telugu, dubbed in Tamil, and dubbed in German language, dubbed in Chinese, dubbed in Spanish. She's worldwide.
Yeah, that is
she
true.
Deserves an
That is
Oscar,
true.
Oscar award.
Right. So Lakshmi ji,
nobody seems to understand what I'm talking about Sridevi. I have a level head. I'm not like a young man who's crazy about her. Her body shape is number one. But we're not talking about sexy body shape here.
We're talking about acting. Acting के बारे में.
I love it. So thank you for having me on the air.
Oh, any time,
Lakshmi
जी. आपको कभी भी आपकी feelings और favorite shows, favorite actress के बारे में तो share करना है तो ज़रूर call कीजिएगा. Not a problem at all. I love talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling us.
वो गाने ज़रूर बजाइए. एक तो
ज़रूर.
वाला का नैनों में सपना. एक चांदनी का बजा दीजिए.
Definitely. मैंने already pull up की थी वो दोनों song ज़रूर play करूँगी.
शुक्रिया.
All right. Thank you, Lakshmi ji. You have a great night.
Thank you.
All right. That is so nice. That's a huge shout out for Lakshmi ji for giving us a call. And I hope, well, you know what? I wanted to go to that concert actually next Saturday. But unfortunately, Saturday is when we have a radio show.
Yes.
See? Even though it's starting at 9 o'clock, but then, we are here until 10 o'clock. Then it's kind of too late. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Well, because, I'm a part of Genya, the non-profit organization, which helps with the literacy for kids in India. So we kind of partnering with them too.
Oh, nice.
So that's how but we'll see. Who knows? I might change my mind and then just end up going there. But coming back to some of the dedications that as I was before Lakshmi ji called us, I was talking to you guys about Sharmisha and how Kritika was so sweet enough to come back and thank Charmi for sending the dedication to her, and so Charmi was like over the moon with it. I like making people happy.
Yes.
And I'm sure my husband is listening and thinking, yeah, right. She makes according to my sun signs, everyone counts except my. See, so that's what happens, It's hilarious. It's really sometimes I think I'm like bipolar. Probably I have one personality when I'm out, and then I have something else at home.
We all
Maybe we'll do, right? Yeah. Well, anyways, so I think that's Kritika. Thank you so much. It's a special personal thank you coming all the way from Rangmunch with Alima and Charmi. Thank you, sweetheart, for giving this dedication to me and to Kritika.
झोंके आज मौसमों से रूठ गए, गुलों की शोखियाँ जो भंवरे आके लूट गए। बदल रही है आज जिंदगी की चाल जरा, इसी बहाने क्यों न मैं भी दिल का हाल जरा सवार लूं, सवार लूं, सवार लूं, है सवार लूं। हवा के झोंके आज मौसमों से रूठ गए, गुलों की शोखियाँ जो भंवरे आके लूट गए। बदल रही है आज जिंदगी की चाल जरा, इसी बहाने क्यों ना मैं भी दिल का हाल जरा सवार लूं, है सवार लूं, सवार लूं, है सवार लूं। लूं है सवार लूं ये सारी कोयलें बनी है आज डाकिया कुहू कुहू में चिट्ठियां पढ़े मजाकिया ये सारी कोयलें बनी है आज डाकिया कुहू कुहू में चिट्ठियां पढ़े मजाकिया इन्हें कहो कि ना छुपाए किसने है लिखा बताए उसकी आज मैं नजर उतार लूं सवार लूं है सवार लूं सवार लूं सवार लूं हवा के झोंके आज मौसमों से रूठ गए गुलों की शोखियां जो भवरे आके लूट गए बदल रही है आज जिंदगी की चाल जरा इसी बहाने क्यों ना मैं भी दिल का हाल जरा
And Charmisha, one more thank you for that beautiful song. Let me tell you, Ki, actually, this is the first time I'm listening to that song. Nowadays, I do listen to all the brand new songs and everything, but itna हमारा request तो people wants to have all the old and golden songs coming up, right? So I've been trying to get into all these, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s songs so that, it's pleasing to the people. It's nice when sometimes, I get to hear the new ones, even though I hear it outside of it, but I don't end up playing on the show. So it's really nice. Thank you, Charmi, for that. And I'm definitely going to pass the message on to Kritika again. And in fact, अभी मुझे याद आया कि I think I forgot to mention to Kritika about your swimming, your motivation for learning to swim. So I'm going to make sure I mention that also. Definitely. And a special shout out. अभी एक call आया था off air. Ranjit ji, thank you so much for giving us a call and appreciating our show. It was very, very sweet of you. आपने तो हमारा show को down to earth and it's very nice songs भी अच्छा लगता है. I really, really appreciate. It's very nice for me and Tiffany who runs the board, or even Julio who runs the board, because we always go back and forth. It's very encouraging and it's very positive and it gives us a very nice feeling that we are doing something right. We're doing something good. So it means a lot. I mean, I just can't express ki it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for giving me a call and letting us know that you're really, really enjoying listening to Rangmunch with Alima. And I hope one of these days you might want to be on air and you could give us your special dedications. Or वैसे भी हम तो Facebook पे है. I mean, there is a page called Rangmunch with Alima. तो अगर आपको कुछ भी, want to give me a message, special songs or dedications, so I thought, you can definitely message me on that page, and I always, check the page out there. So that is, now that all this excitement is on, and I'm sitting and thinking, what are the shows I have, and मैंने सोचा कि oh my god, I did not even talk about my favorite show. ना बोले तुमने मैंने कुछ कहा. I mean, इतना हंगामा हो रहा है यहाँ पे in this radio show, and उस show पर भी, Mohan Bhatnagar is finally out of prison and they are going through a lot of family issues and things like that. So abhi Bira comes to know, of course, the highlight of the whole week is Bira comes to know that his grandfather is actually a bad guy. He is actually the one who is kidnapping little kids and trafficking them, and then doing and so whatever orphanage that is being run by his grandfather is actually a facade. वो पीछे से तो all these bad things are going on. So obviously everything is out there, and Addu is still hell-bent on getting his revenge. It is so amazing to see that and I'm sure it can happen in real life maybe too. When you're young and you go through some stuff and you are misunderstanding a whole bunch of things, and you home these feelings of hatred and jealousy, not even realizing that you could be wrong.
Yeah.
Or you could have misunderstood something. You know what I'm saying? So for a little 10-year-old boy to harbor those feelings for the next 12 years and come back into life and actually is destroying his own mother's life.
Oh my goodness.
Not even, you know what I'm saying? So itna revenge, itna hatred and all this jealousy is like, it's good that they're showing it in the show, because to me it is like so down to earth. I mean, it could just be you and me going through those same feelings. It's just that he's not even able to listen or even reason. He's just covered in hatred and jealousy. So लगता है कि this is going to be going an ongoing thing. It's interesting कि दादाजी का true picture has come out. So let's see what's going to happen in the next week. And of course, in all this thing and in all this confusion and everything, Rimjim comes to know that she's adopted, that she's really not Mohan Bhatnagar's daughter. So that is another problem now. So because she is very upset, I mean, now she feels she doesn't have an identity. Whatever Mohan has told his daughter, it's not true anymore. So for a 10 or a 12-year-old girl to go through those feelings of, oh my God, so is it like the real parents are going to come and take me away? I mean, what had happened? Whatever you told the little girl, it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful to accept that she's been adopted. And of course, Mohan is going to feel very sad, because he's probably going to feel, oh my God, I love this girl, and how can she even doubt me? So natural feelings for them to go through all that stuff. And it's interesting. I have a cousin who adopted a boy and a girl, and she always knew what she wanted. She always knew how she was going to let them know that when it's the right time to let them know you are adopted. And I think that is good. I think kids need to know so that they accept it. And I think it's like a 50-50 chance when you're young to kind of deal with the situation, with the thing. And I just hope that, it's hard. I mean,
it's very hard.
As adults, we go through so many issues and so many feelings and confusion. So just imagine what when the little kids, they come out with this and they go through. So that is Na Bole Tumne Maine Kuch Kaha Dost. So it is interesting. I'm totally liking it. In fact, I read an article saying that there is a season 3 coming about, and I said yikes, and I screamed and I immediately sent a message to a friend of mine who's very closely associated with the show, and I go, seriously? Season 3? I mean, you guys haven't even done with season 2. What the heck? Where is season 3 coming from? And she replies back and goes with a big exclamation mark, season 3! So I said, okay, well, all right, people, this is just that article. I'm not going to... I'm like, seriously, it's amazing how these people come with all this news and everything, right? Just to create that. I mean, they even came and said, this is the storyline. These people are not going to be in season 3, blah, 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 and all that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, TK, But yeah, it's way far off. So let's enjoy season 2.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy season 2. So, dosto, here comes up another Sri Devi song, Lakshmi Ji. Here we go. You requested this song from Chandri. In fact, even I love this song. So this is a dedication, I guess, from you and me, both of us, for Sri Devi.
मीठे गीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे प्रीत मिठवा तेरे मेरे होठों पे मीठे मीठे गीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे प्रीत मिठवा पहले पहले प्यार की पहली रात याद रहेगी फूलों के इस शहर की मुलाकात याद रहेगी काश यही सारी उम्र यूं ही जाए बीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे प्रीत मिठवा अखियों में तू बस जा अखियाँ मैं बंद कर लूं अखियों में तू बस जा अखियाँ मैं बंद कर लूं पहले अखियों से बातें मैं चंद कर लूं तेरी इन्हीं बातों ने लिया मुझे जीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे जीत मिठवा छोटे छोटे दिन रात छोटे छोटे दिन रात लंबी लंबी बातें हैं जल्दी है किस बात की बड़ी मुलाकातें हैं बातों मुलाकातों में उमड़ जाए बीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे प्रीत मिठवा तेरे मेरे होठों पे मीठे मीठे गीत मिठवा आगे आगे चले आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे आगे आगे चले आगे आगे चले हम मिठवा आगे आगे चले हम पीछे पीछे मिठवा
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. So thank you for all the people who have been calling us and asking, talking to us about the show and requesting special requests and dedications over Facebook and everything. I really appreciate your time and effort for calling us. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate that. There are a few more shows that I wanted to do, but it's kind of running a little slow, little low on time. Like I want to mention that there is a new show that I've been trying to watch, and it is called Meri Bobby on Star Plus. I don't recall if I've mentioned this last week. I mean, every week I come prepared with a whole bunch of stuff, and then, we get people who call in or we talk about something interesting, and then all this material kind of goes back home with me.
There's so much going on.
So I'm not sure if I've mentioned it or not. Lekin, Meri Bobby, I really like it. It's really nice. It's about a family with 3 brothers and a daughter. The daughter gets married and she goes off to live in Mumbai. But then the show starts off with the daughter not calling for the dad's birthday, and apparently what happens is her husband leaves her, and for a year, and she has like about a 6 or 7-year-old son. And for a year, she's really struggling to make ends meet. So she lives in an apartment, but she can't pay the rent. And she tries to cook and sell the food to people. So, she's able to pay the rent and everything. So, kya hota hai ki the brother comes to visit her older brother, and he realizes what happens, and he just blows up. I mean, how could you not even come and ask, But the problem, though, is the reason she doesn't go back to the parents is because she defies them and goes and marries Bobby. So the parents never liked him, but she opposes them, and then she goes and marries. So she's feeling guilty. See, this is what had happened. They told me not to marry, and then see, now he left me. Anyway, so Bobby comes back. Okay, Bobby comes back. I am a little skeptical because I feel that the real reason why he left them for a year wasn't really talked about yet. So I have a problem with that. Because even for her to go back to him, yes, granted, you love him and all that stuff, but don't you feel you want to know why he left you in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it comes as we go further along in the show. But I need to know if my husband had left me, and yes, I granted I love him and everything. I need to know, if you loved me, what was the reason that you've left me?
Exactly.
Knowing you have a son, knowing that I will not be able to take care of it, knowing that I will, that I'm going to suffer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Before you go and say, okay, let's give this another shot. Hey, I'm all for, it's a joint family. I'm all for people saying, you guys have to give it a second chance, forgive him and all that. That is all fine and dandy. Lekin I need to have my answers where this is not going to happen again.
Yes.
Because you're putting yourself at risk again.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, it's so hard for us to get over the fact that he deserted you, come back, you forgive him, and then what happens if it happens again?
Exactly.
I mean, you would feel so insecure about it, right?
Yeah.
So kind of that, I hope they address that in the show, because up until now, I really like the show. It seems to be very, very, very stable, subtle, down to earth, family and everything. So anyways, the promo where it had ended on Friday is obviously Bobby wants to go back to Mumbai along with his wife and his son. And the father kind of agrees, but I think the oldest brother is puts his foot down because it's really, really bothering him. And you are talking about a sister. I mean, she's like the apple of that house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So for them, from how she grew up to being able to scraping for food was something so hard for her brother to accept it.
And then for her to go
and then I
back
can
to
totally understand that. So that is what Meri Bobby is. And of course, when the title says Meri Bobby, then the older brother's wife happens to be the sister-in-law. So she's the really happy-go-lucky kind of a person who always wants to solve everything, who always believes in happy endings like me. Everything can go back to what it is, kind of a thing, right? So she's always trying to make sure everyone is happy and sorts out little quarrels and things. So I guess the show is all about how she's also helps in making sure things work out in that household, and everyone dotes on her. Everyone, and she's the oldest daughter-in-law of the house, so everyone dotes on her. So they can get, it's a really nice one. I'm enjoying watching that. Not like I watch it every day, but I try to follow up on what's happening and the story and everything. So it'll be interesting to see. And of course, the whole week that I've been watching, why did he leave? Why did he?
Yes.
It's like, I want to know. What, yeah, it's like, it wasn't clear to me. It wasn't clear to me. I wanted the clarity as to why had it happened. What was it? So hopefully it'll come up. And but like I said, it's a new show that just started about a month ago, so it's worth giving it a shot. If you guys are don't like to watch any other shows, or getting bored with all this high drama intense. It's going at a subtle pace. So I have one more request coming up from Lakshmi ji. It looks like we're going to be doing like a dedication for Pranji, and then of course it's coming up to Sri Devi. So I mean, who can forget this song? I mean, this is such an infamous song, and probably the whole world knows about it. So when I come back, we're just going to do some closing snippets, as I usually do before I say goodnight to you guys. Rangmunch with Alima will be back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the song, folks.
अलबेले देखे जवानी के रेले देखे अदनों के मेले देखे दिल पे तू ही छा गया तू ही छा गया हर नैनों में सपनों में सजनी सजनी पे दिल आ गया कि सजनी पे दिल आ गया अंग मिले अरमा खिल गए पूरब पश्चिम से पश्चिम पूरब से कैसे मिल गए प्यार के जमाने मिले उसी के खजाने मिले इनके बहाने मिले मन में हो जो तू आ गया जो तू आ गया अरे नैनों में सपनों में सजनी सजनी पे दिल आ गया कि सजनी पे दिल आ गया
Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170 on its last leg for this Saturday episode. Right, Tiffany? It's been great having you here. I missed you. It's so much fun. Julio misses all the fun. Right? We have so much more fun. Anyways, dosto, I thought I'll just do a quick rundown of, little snippets that I like doing, giving the snippets. So मैंने सोचा कि let's see what movies we have coming out, Of course, Baag Milka Baag has already come out. Then we have Chennai Express coming out. Once Upon a Time in Mumbai. Then we have Satyagrah. Then we have Shuddh Desi Romance. Krish 3 and of course Doom 3. So it looks like, we have an impressive lineup of movies that I am waiting for Shuddh Desi Romance, Krish 3 and Doom 3. So, those happens to be my favorites. So, and we have a caller online. Oh, hello. This is Rangmunch with Alima. Who is this?
My name is Sarojini.
Hi, Sarojini ji. How are you?
I'm fine. I know you have been so sensitive for certain things, the shows and the people.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe one of these times you might talk about what went on in India on the flood, Himalayan flood.
Oh, definitely.
And also currently what happened with the flight, Korean flight, the little children who died.
Okay.
Those 2-3 girls, that was very wrong.
Oh, the Asiana Airlines. हाँ जरूर
because it seems you're very sensitive and you're very nice and understanding.
Oh, thank you so much, Sarojini ji. क्या है कि I'm going to do a quick 1 minute cutting क्योंकि हमें तो आज शो का एंड हो रहा है तो Tiffany is waiting. तो लेकिन मैं ज़रूर बात करूँगी इन दोनों के बारे में with a little more information कि what is happening. तो ज़रूर next week definitely I'm going to talk about it. And thank you so much for calling us on the show.
Thank you.
Dosto, thank you so much. This is Rangmunch with Alima. I'm going to be signing off in just a couple of minutes. Sarojini, a big shout out thank you for giving us a call and letting me know. In fact, I already have something to talk about the Asiana Airlines. I just didn't get a chance to talk about it. Lekin, zarur next week मैं बात करूँगी. Dosto, thank you for tuning in to Rangmunch with Alima. Have a fantastic Saturday night and a great Sunday. Good night, folks.
Sanjeev Gupta, CPA and Indian Chartered Accountant, is hosting his next free live webinar on Saturday, July 27th, focusing on choice of entity for maximizing tax savings and deductions. For details, contact Sanjeev Gupta, CPA at 510-825-7563 or visit sanjeevcpa.com. Sign up free for the next live webinar happening on July 27th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Visit sanjeevcpa.com. That's SANJIVCPA.com.
Remember, for visiting parents insurance, the name you can trust is Visitors Coverage.
You will be safe with Visitors Coverage.
VisitorsCoverage.com. आपकी खुशियों में शामिल.